loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan and today we're doing another book recommendation video. Today's video is for if you happen to like Dungeons and Dragons. I have recently gotten really into it. I'll occasionally play some like one-shots with my friends. I have a tiefling pirate character I love playing. I have a little druid gnome that's super cute, and then I have a ranger half-elf. So those are like my three favorites to play, and I just think it's so fun. So I want to do some book recommendations for if you happen to like Dungeons and Dragons or any of the elements of Dungeons and Dragons and want some book recommendations for it. So we'll kick it off with some pretty obvious recommendations. I think that when you think of Dungeons and Dragons as a book, this is typically like the book that you think of, and that is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. This is like a cozy fantasy set in a like Dungeons and Dragons-esque world. We're following like this orc barbarian, I think, and it just sounds so fun. I haven't read it yet, but it is like one of the top books on my TBR that I want to read. Next is Druid's Call. This is actually a adaptation book or like companion book to the Honor Among Thieves Dungeons and Dragons movie that released this year, and it's specifically following the druid from that movie, so I think that looks really fun. I also haven't read that one, but I do think that it looks like it would be a really good time, and druids are such fascinating characters. Especially the one from Honor Among Thieves. She can turn into an owl bear, which is super cool. We also have The Adventure Zone, which is a graphic novel based in a Dungeons and Dragons-esque world. So this is volume 2, but volume 1 is called Here There Be Gerblins, and then this one is Murder on the Rockport Unlimited. So this is a fun little graphic novel series for sure. 3 other graphic novel series that are Dungeons and Dragons inspired. We have Dungeon Academy, Dungeon Crawlers, and Dungeon Club. Now, if you're more into the like Band of Misfits side of Dungeons and Dragons, I have 3 book recommendations for that. One is Six of Crows. This is a very common Band of Misfits found family story, and in this we are following Kaz, who recruits the help of 5 other misfits in order to go on this huge heist to steal a very important thing from a very secluded, very on lockdown prison. So it's just so much fun, and I love the character interactions in this, and the magic system is so fun. I feel like most people have heard of Six of Crows, but if you haven't, I definitely recommend it if you enjoy that like found family trope. Next is The Merciful Crow by Margaret Rogerson. This is an unlikely group of characters. So we have this caste system in this world where each world or each caste, each hierarchy, what is the freaking word? Oh my gosh. Each like level of hierarchy in this world is based on different magics that these people have. So the peacock magic has illusion magic. There's like different systems, but we're following a crow who is the lowest on the system, and they use bone magic. So they actually have the ability to take bones from these other areas and use their magic, and they are highly looked down upon for that because they have to rely on other people's bones to do their magic. But it's super interesting, and specifically they use teeth, which is super interesting. But we're following the chief's daughter, the Prince of the Realm, and the Prince of the Realm's bodyguard team up to do some sort of heist. So this one was super fun as well. There's also a little cat named Barf, which is super cute, so I highly recommend this one as well. And then for a little more space sci-fi action, I would recommend Skyward. In this we are following a young girl. She wants to become this like fighter pilot, but her father ran or like fled during a major war scenario, and he was labeled a coward, so the like fighter pilots are afraid to let Svinta in to be a fighter pilot because they're afraid that she'll defect as well, but she has to like prove herself that she is not a coward, and she ends up banding up with this team in her fighter pilot group, and I just love like team aspects, and her little like grouping is super fun to follow, and I love the characters in it. Then if you are more interested in the like cosplay role-playing side of Dungeons and Dragons, my recommendations are a few romances. We have Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade, which is following a girl who writes fan fiction and has become super popular on this website, and she gets into an interaction with this other fan on this blog, and it ends up being the like main actor of the TV series that she writes fan fiction for. So it's super fun because they have that like role-playing fan fiction-esque attitude about all of the TV series, so I really enjoyed it. We also have Well Met, which is following a young girl who has moved in with her sister to take care of her niece for the summer, and her niece wants to join the Renaissance Fair, but to do that she needs a chaperone, so the aunt joins the Renaissance Fair and ends up getting paired with this guy that she had like immediate animosity towards, and they hate each other in real life, but their Renaissance characters at the fair are a couple, so they have to act like they like each other when they're at the fair, but they just aren't really great in like real life, so it's that like enemies to lovers fake dating, which are two of my favorite tropes. It's just that perfect like Renaissance Fair cozy summer vibes, so I would definitely recommend this one. And then there's two I don't actually own but I would love to read. We have The Love Con, which is I believe a reality show set at like a Comic-Con, or it's like a cosplay reality show or something like that, and I love game shows, so I think that would be a really fun read. And then we also have The Fiction Between Us. And then I haven't done much, admittedly, research into this one, but the cover and title alone make me want to read it really badly, and I do really enjoy the author's other works. So one coming soon, I believe it comes out in like November if I remember correctly, is Dungeons and Drama, and this just looks like such a fun D&D themed contemporary romance, so I'm excited about Dungeons and Drama. So those are the books I would recommend if you like D&D. Let me know what you guys would pick down below, or if you have any other recommendations, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye friends!